19th dreams. So the first dream that I had, I can't remember it, but one thing that I do know is that I dreamed that I woke up and I wrote it in my little notebook. Um, and the thing that like stands out is that I like at nighttime when I wake up and I have to write something in my notebook, I use the light from my cell phone. And normally in my dreams, I can't really like see bright lights. Um, but like I have a clear memory as if I was awake. Like I literally thought that I was awake. Um, where I like used the light from my phone to like mark off the page and write it down. Um, and like I was so convinced that I was awake in this dream that when I woke up to write down the next dream, I was like, where the hell is it? And was like searching in my book, like trying to find out trying to find where I wrote it down because it was like so vivid that I actually thought that I was awake. So that sucks because I can't remember what the dream was, and I feel like it was like dream manipulation or my mind playing tricks on me or something so that I wouldn't remember it. So, okay, the second dream that I had, I was in this house of someone in my family, and I was using this like AI because they were like complaining about all the ways that the house like wasn't what they wanted and stuff, and so I was using AI to like um, redesign the house basically to like be what they wanted. Um, but like they couldn't afford to like make any of the upgrades, so I was using like the chat GPT to like come up with ways that they could make money to afford like to make the exact amount of money to afford the upgrades that they wanted on their house. So that was that dream. Um, and then I had this other dream. It was a army soldier dream. It was this just sniveling little punk ass soldier kept like just fucking with me, trying to start shit, trying to get me in trouble, and he just like kept messing with me. And then he came up like it was like the end of the it was like drill weekend, like I was in the reserves, and he was like, "Oh, Captain So and So ordered for you to give me a ride back home." And it was like him and his little fucking sidekick, um, and I was like, and they lived in Bellingham, and we were on JBLM, so I was like, I don't think so. I'm not giving you a ride unless like somebody's paying for my gas, because that's a long way, like all the way up there and back. I was like, you and your little buddy here better uh pitch in together and fill up my gas tank. And he just like sat there quiet, like looking smug, like well, you were ordered to do it, so you have to. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna do it. Like, you better find a different ride or something. um so then he like went and got this officer to come over, and the officer was like trying to convince me just to do it, to like do the right thing. And I was like, I can't afford the gas to drive this guy all the way to Bellingham. Like, the army better pay for it, or they better pay for it. Somebody's paying for it. I'm not paying for it. And he was like still trying to convince me. And then he was like trying to tell the guy, oh, well, you could go over to this other unit, and they they'll probably give you a ride. And little punk ass was like, no, she was the one that was ordered to do it, like trying to start shit. And so then the officer came back over to me and was trying to convince me again, but he had this attitude like I was gonna get in trouble for insubordination or whatever from both him and the officer that ordered me. And I was like, who's gonna pay for the gas? I can't. So I woke up from that dream and I went back to sleep, and I was like back in a dream with this little punk ass trying to start shit with me again. And we were in this like, it was like a like pre-deployment kind of medical screening thing where there were like tons of soldiers there. And he came up and I don't remember what he said, but I just fucking snatched him and started beating his ass. And I just like, he kept trying to get away, and I just kept like grabbing him again and beating his ass more. And like I beat his ass for like a good half an hour, and like all the soldiers were just like just watching, like this little punk ass had it coming. They just let me beat his ass for like a good solid half an hour. And finally, like I had him on the ground and I was like, you will never fucking talk to me again. I was like, if somebody orders you to say some shit to me, you tell someone else to come and say this shit to me. You will never fucking talk to me again. And he like shook his head no, and I like punched him in the face again. And this like old man officer came up and he was like, what did he do to you? And I was like, he's just been being a punk, trying to get me in trouble all the time. And like, you know, finally I told him like, don't talk to me anymore. And he's like still sitting here trying to be a punk. And the officer was like, don't talk to her anymore. And so then the guy was finally like, okay. And so then like we were at this like thing, like the chaplain wanted to do this like presentation, and he like showed us this film, and it was like me, and I was the Virgin Mary, and I was like conquering evil, and the guy who was like trying to punk me was like the evil spirit in the film. So yeah, I don't tend to get violent with people, but like you really gotta like push me to a point, and then like I'll G your ass. But anyways, those are the dreams that I had April 19th.